the Blues Brothers, and we are here with the only, the underdog, the Vaquero, the one and only legendary Aaron Watson.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Man, it's good to see you guys. And I was telling my son Jake, he's sitting here on the couch, probably texting a girl or something. But he was saying, "Who are these guys?" And I was like, "These guys have done so much for your old man, and you guys are always so good to us. I mean, you guys are such a great thing for country music. So I know y'all probably get that all the time, but especially from like an independent artist like me, you guys have done a lot for us. So thank you, brother.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for joining us, and it's always our privilege. And
cheers.
We're just excited to hang out.
Absolutely.
On a Friday night.
Heck yeah! It's you know, the first couple of Fridays I was home, it felt so weird, and now I'm like, what is today? I mean, there's no like meaning for any type of day during the week. It's like, well, I've got to do this. I've got this.
I know you're a big family man. You got any routines with the family, like certain days of the week over there?
Man, I'm ready for school to be done. Like, stick a fork in this. This is not, they're calling it homeschool. This isn't homeschool. This is like COVID ISD. I mean, I've got 3 kids. They each have like 4 or 5 teachers. It's chaos. Like, we're going to throw the biggest party ever next week when they're done with school. I mean, it's but you know, it's I've been on the go for 20 years. So this is really, it's an involuntary vacation. You know, I would have never taken this time off. It's just not in my nature, but I've been forced to. And rather than focus on the bad, you know what? I'm like, if I'm going to lose a lot of money, I'm going to enjoy this a lot. And I have. I mean, we've been working on the garden out there.
Nice.
Put in a new hen house.
Nice.
Hey.
We've got 400 something acres out here to keep us busy. So, and I don't know if you can hear, there is a vicious storm rolling in right now. So,
okay.
I hope that doesn't knock out my Wi-Fi because we live way out here.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
If something goes on wrong, I'll dial right back in. But you know, we're blessed, and you know, the time with family, it's precious. You know, so I'm making the most of it. I miss playing shows, but I've played a lot of shows, you know. I was probably due a little time off.
What was one of the songs that you love to open up a show with?
Oh, God. You know, we'd always be like, I mean, I'm going to give them that old 2-4 for on full out of Malon boys on the
Nice.
Got pretty girls out there begging for more. Got to give them all what they came in for. Doing my thing, singing my song, right on track. I'm chugging along. I'm here and gone like yesterday. Rolling like an old freight train coming on down line. Feel that diesel engine whine. Smell the smoke like it gets round with steam. My head half out of my mind. I'm too going to be turning back on. Cleaning back down the railroad track. Here and gone like yesterday. Rolling like an old freight train. We'd end with that one, or we might just go. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good old chick song, you know. She keeps it all together. I always come unwound. She's cool, calm, and collected. I wanna paint the town. She's like a Sunday morning. I'm a dance on Saturday night. She's like a stained glass window. I'm a Lone Star neon light. She has another side that no one sees but me. She is the only one that brings me to my knees. There's something about Sinatra and a bottle of Chardonnay. Without a single word, she takes my breath away. When she gets that look in her eyes, When she gets that one you need to love you right now, kind of look in her eyes. I know she's looking so fine that I can't believe mine. And when those stars align, just add a little white wine and moonlight, and that girl's off the hook. When she's good, but even better when she gets that look, yeah. She sparkles like a diamond, she twinkles like a star. She's like a ray of sunshine that always melts my heart. And when I'm feeling empty, her love makes me whole, just like a country breeze that soothes my weary soul. When she gets that look in her eyes, when she gets that one you need to love you right now, kind of look in her eyes. I know she's looking so fine that I can't believe mine. And when those stars align, just add a little white wine and moonlight, and that girl's off the hook. When she's good, but even better when she gets that slow dancing, romancing. She's up to something wearing nothing but her beautiful smile. She's up to something wearing nothing but her beautiful smile. When she gets that look in her eyes, when she gets that one you need to love you right now, kind of look in her eyes. I know she's looking so fine that I can't believe mine. And when those stars align, just add a little white wine and moonlight, and that girl's off the hook. When she's good, but even better when she gets that look. Yeah, yeah. When she's good, but even better when she gets that look.
Hey.
Thank you. Hey, I gotta be honest with you all that.
Love that one.
The look.
How many
that
couples
look,
do you think fall in love to that song every day?
man, that one is a fun one. But lately, that look, with all the time I've had at home, it's turned into more of a song called That Glare. When she gets that glare in her eyes. I need to write that one.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I'm a little.
So where's that storm rolling through right now? Where are you playing out of?
We're south of Abilene, a little town called Buffalo Gap,
Okay.
Texas.
Nice.
And it's the Callahan Divide out here. There's these little, we call them mountains. They're little baby mountains and little hills. And man, I'm telling you, there's the hills, and we're kind of out here. Our ranch is back in the hills, but we're kind of in this little place, kind of in the flat area. And when storms roll in, it's pretty impressive because you can see as far as you can see, and you see it coming from 100 miles away. So, I mean, the trees are just bent. I can look out there, and we've got a little lake behind the house, and it's white capping out there. I mean, it's pretty intense. I'm a little bit hoarse because all week, my drummer Nate, he plays on my records, and he also does a lot of the engineering for me. And we went in the studio back in, February. I was actually in Nashville during the tornado.
Oh, wow.
I was on the 11th floor at this hotel, and I went to bed early that night because it'd been a long day in the studio, and I was like, man, I want to be ready to go tomorrow. So I go to bed like at 9, and I usually stay up late and I get up early. And about 12:30, the sirens started going off in my room, and I hopped up. I was kind of disoriented, and it was like, stay away from glass, head to the stairwell. It just kept saying that. I was like, what is going on? I was like, man, is the building on fire? And sure enough, I go and I look out the window, and that tornado is right there.
Wow.
And it didn't register at first. I mean, I'm from West Texas. I've seen a lot of tornadoes, but this was a big one. It was big enough that it was kind of hard to tell. It looked like a big, massive cloud moving. It was white. It was moving. And we recorded. I mean, it was a crazy week there, and a heartbreaking week for all the people there in the Nashville area. But we recorded these songs, and I didn't want to go back up there and do the vocals, so I bought this really nice microphone. I almost didn't buy it because I was like, I don't want to spend that much. But we went ahead and we bought it, and it really has come in handy because with us being quarantined, I've got all my studio stuff set up right back here in my wife's closet. It's amazing. All her clothes hanging everywhere. It makes a really good vocal booth. So I've been singing all week.
What do you draw the most inspiration from in Mrs. Watson's closet?
When I see all the purses and all the clothes, I'm inspired to keep working. I mean, it's coming down out there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm inspired by in that closet. I can't say too much because Jake's right here. I mean, I can't say the bra and panty drawer's not in the closet. He's like, oh, Dad. He's like, Dad, no. So,
well, on that note, it's very kind of her to let you turn her closet into a recording studio. What's one of your wife's favorite songs that you do?
You know, that girl loves old school country. You know, she it's interesting to see the songs from me that she likes. I mean, she liked that song I wrote for my mom, Country Radio.
Nice.
You know, gosh, I could play that one for you if you want.
That'd be great.
So my mom, we were sitting at the kitchen table just right over here, and we were just talking about how quick the kids are growing up. And my mom was like, baby, it seems like yesterday you were the same age as your boys. And my mom said, I hope I did a good job raising you. I hope you had a wonderful childhood. And I was like, Mom, I had the best childhood ever. I mean, I never knew, you know, that we had struggles financially, and we did, but I never knew it. I mean, my dad's a disabled veteran and has a lot of health issues, and, you know, but I never knew it. And that's one thing that I've been telling a lot of my friends and people on Facebook, like, the kids, they don't need to know about these struggles that are going on during this virus. They need to look back on this time and go, man, that was so much fun to have that much time with family. I mean, they deserve that. And so I've really just kind of like, it's easy to say put things in God's hands when things are great. But when it hits the fan, you know, you got to put your money where your mouth is. And at some point I just said, you know what? I'm not going to fret. I'm not going to stress. You know what? The most important thing is right now we have our health. We have each other. And that's what my mom and dad taught me. And the first time I got to sing this song, it was at the Grand Ole Opry. And my mom was there. And I told my mom, I said, I do not want to know where you're sitting. I said, because if I make eye contact with you, Mom, and you're crying, I'm going to lose it. And I got up on that stage, and there were 5,000 or 6,000 people at the Opry that night. And I'm telling you, it's crazy. I walked up to that mic, and for some reason, I looked right over there, and I made eye contact with my mom. There's 5,000 something people there, and there was something inside me that knew exactly where my mom was.
Oh.
And that was really, I remember I'm fixing to sing, and I just was smiling on the inside thinking, oh man, that's amazing. So I wrote my mom and dad this song just to let them know that, like, they did a good job. And it's called Country Radio. I'll try to play it for you here.
Awesome.
They would put me in bed, tug me in tight, say my prayers, kiss my head, and make me feel safe at night. Walking out holding hands, barely cracked my door, turn the Opry on, and waltz across the floor. I'd sneak over to the light, and I'd take a peek. They kept dancing all night, even if the signal got weak. I can still see them, ooh, silhouettes swaying across the wall. Ooh, no, we didn't have much. Then again, we had it all. They made that little house a home full of heart and soul, just like a love song on country radio. They could sing them all, a two-part harmony tune, like Loretta and Conway, Johnny and June. I could hear Mama laughing as Daddy swept her off her feet. You know the sound of love has never sounded so sweet. And 30 years later, I've got 3 kids and my wife. Their love song's a legacy, the soundtrack of my life. I can still see her, ooh, silhouette swaying across the wall. Ooh, no, we didn't have much. Then again, we had it all. They made that little house a home full of heart and soul, just like a love song on country radio. Ooh. And they'll sneak over to the light and they'll take a peek. We'll keep dancing all night, even if the signal gets weak. And someday they'll say, ooh, silhouette swaying across the wall. Ooh, no, we didn't have much. Then again, we had it all. They made that little house a home full of heart and soul, just like a love song on country radio. Ooh, silhouette swaying across the wall. Ooh, no, we didn't have much. Then again, we had it all. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you.
Hey.
That's for my mama.
Beautiful. Goes
Oh,
out to
thanks.
Mama.
Thanks, man. You know, it's I'm so fortunate to be an independent artist. I mean, I write whatever the heck I want to write. I'm not dictated by radio. I'm not dictated by record labels. I mean, dude, sometimes I might want to write something and it might come off a little more pop. And there might be, people out there on different websites and things that don't like it. And I'm just like, it's America. I can write whatever the heck I want to write.
That's right.
And,
USA. USA.
USA, baby. And, that's the opportunity that I have. I'm just so blessed to do what I'm doing. And you know, speaking of USA, I wrote a new song for my dad, and it's going to be on the new record. I haven't played it enough times to even probably remember it. You want me to pull it up on my computer and play it for y'all?
Heck
I mean,
yeah.
we're not going to
It's
say no to
new.
that.
Father's Day is coming up.
Dude, yeah, it's new. Give me 1 second. This is very unprofessional. And guess what?
Hey,
I'm very
keep it
unprofessional.
casual. This is Friday
That's
night.
me.
We can do what we want.
No one's ever said that I'm professional. I'm very unprofessional. I've been called unprofessional and immature all my life. So it's okay. So give me 1 second.
Hey,
All right.
We're independent too, so we get to do what we want as well.
Oh,
So
dude. You guys are amazing. Hey, Jake, let me see where that thing is. I just played that. Hey, look at those papers look for dog tags.
Oh, it's in that
Oh,
one.
I got it. Oh, yeah, I'm quick. Actually, I'm more professional than I thought.
Hey, you also just co-wrote a song with the fans, did you not?
Oh, yeah, I did. I'll play that one next. I'll play this song from my dad, and then I'll play the song I wrote with the fans. That was
nice.
cool. Yeah, and then apparently we might head over to like Instagram for an encore.
Yes,
And,
sir.
Jake's, my oldest boy Jake's here, and he's already got his guitar with him. I'm kind of like, bro, why are you stealing your old man's thunder? And here's how it's going to end up working. Here's how messed up it is. And he is more talented than me. I'll give him that. And he's cute. So he's got a lot of things going for him that his dad never had. But he, you know, here I've been out here playing honky tonks for 20 years. And that little turd's probably going to come out with one song and sell more records in 1 week than I've sold in 20 years. But, you know, my dad's a disabled veteran, and my heart, that's part of my heart is our veterans, our active duty servicemen and women. I grew up at a VA hospital, and some of my fondest memories are being at that hospital with my dad doing volunteer work. And, you know, our servicemen and women, they are underpaid and underappreciated. And,
Yes, sir.
you know, it bothers me. And because that's the life I lived, you know. But can y'all hear that thunder in the background?
I don't think we picked it up. Maybe
No.
maybe the fans can hear it, but
It's pretty good thunder. It's pretty awesome, actually.
hey, if it gets too hot and you got to duck out, you just
Yeah.
you
Tuck and roll.
Yeah, you
Tuck
gotta
and roll.
No, we're watching. We'll make sure. We got a little tornado room right there. So if there's a tornado, I'll wait till it gets about 50 yards out. I'll stick in. Actually, I can hear it's hailing. Can you see? You see it? It's hailing out there. But here's the deal. We live in a society where we put athletes on a pedestal. We put actors on a pedestal. We put singers on a pedestal. And the fact of the situation is that our heroes are the men and women that put their lives on the line so we can.
Uh-oh.
Did I lose you?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, that storm's getting heavy. I think I can hear it a little bit.
It's pretty crazy. But my heroes, for me, they wear dog tags. So I wrote this song
Amen.
for my dad and for all the men and women out there keeping us free. Let's see. Growing up, I never cared too much for Superman. I guess he never could measure up next to my old man. There's no S on his chest. He's just an old weather flag. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. Yeah, they wear dog tags and they stand tall right up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags and the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. For me, it's not some country boy banging on an old guitar. It's not a politician preaching or a movie star. And I'll tell you one thing that's a fact. It sure ain't that quarterback. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. Yeah, they wear dog tags and they stand tall like up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags in the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. Here's a star-spangled covered coffin, a little boy watching his mama cry. Remember, it's more than just beer and barbecue when those fireworks fly. My heroes wear dog tags and they stand tall, lined up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags in the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. Growing up, I never cared too much for Superman. I guess he never could measure up next to my old man. My heroes wear dog tags. Thank y'all.
Amen.
Thanks, brother. That's going to be on the, we got a new record. I was telling you we're working on it. And I'm probably going to go back in and record a couple more songs, but we've got 10 finished. And it's called American Soul. And it'll come out sometime this fall. So I'm excited about that. And, you know, like always, I write all my songs. I wrote the whole last record by myself. So if you don't like it, it's completely my fault. But that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world is my favorite thing is writing
Perfect
songs.
transition right
Which
there.
is a perfect transition that everyone needs to go download and stream Red Bandana. It's an incredible record.
Absolutely.
And talk about over delivering. How many songs are on that thing, man?
I put 20 songs on it for 20 years. And I just want to take care of the fans. And, you know, the last 3 records, Red Bandana, Vaquero, Underdog, even Real Good Time. It is amazing, the streams, the downloads we're getting. So, yes, everybody, even if you have not enjoyed any of this, just go start streaming it. Stream it at night and turn the volume down. And just help a brother out. That's all. Here's the deal. All the portion, 100% of the proceeds go straight into my wife's purse. So it's a great cause. I get paid nothing. So.
Well, we got to highlight some of the amazing comments that folks were leaving here after the last song there. You want to kick them there?
Yeah, we have Randy Elizabeth said, Combat Medic for 15 years. Thank you for your support, and God bless your father and his brothers for all their sacrifices.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. Thank you for that, Randy. Tammy Phillips said, loved hearing this at the San Antonio Rodeo.
Yeah, I did play it there. Yes. I love it, man. Y'all have the best.
Debbie.
You guys have the best fans.
Thank you.
They're yours too.
Yeah, they're your fans.
Well, I'm proud of you guys.
It's all overlap.
Yeah, absolutely. When was the first time we did something? I mean, it's been way back.
I think the first time we collaborated just a little bit was at the Silver. What is it in Vegas? The hotel. Or at least
what's the hotel you always play at during NFR?
Oh, at the
Silver
South Point.
South Point.
That's right. Wow, that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Yeah.
It's been really cool what y'all have done. In the really cool design you gave me, the shape of America with the flag in it, my design.
We got the man who made it right here. Taylor, get over here.
Taylor.
You just got a haircut.
Hey
not
Taylor, I
recognize me.
love that thing,
Looking
man.
fresh.
I've got it on the tour bus. I love that thing. So thanks for that.
That was awesome when you came to San Diego and hung out with us.
No, I can't wait to get back there and see you guys.
Yeah, well,
Well, we got,
hey.
we got 5 surprise. We're in Tennessee now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in Ashland
okay.
City.
Well, then when I come back and record a couple of songs, I need to just come see y'all there. I didn't even know that.
100%. Yeah, no, we got we picked up a ranch out here. We're doing a little farming. We got some animals. Planted some squash and zucchini.
And
Man,
Yeah.
we've got
Some
this morning.
cucumbers this morning. We got the
Yeah.
tomatoes and peppers on
Yeah.
deck.
Oh yeah, we just put in me and the boys. We've got this part of the area out here that it was on a bad slope. We brought in a bunch of dirt. We've put in a big garden, and we just put in a melon patch. So
Nice.
we're gonna have those little 5-pound watermelons coming in a couple months. We've got all kinds of stuff. So isn't that fun? It's so great.
That would be perfect for summertime.
That and fishing and hunting and
Yeah, this is
All
our
the
first
good
time
stuff.
putting down crops or doing anything like that. We're very lucky here. We got blessed with the ranch hand that's been living here for over, I don't know, his whole life.
50 years.
And,
Wow.
He's shown us the way of the land and when to grow, when not to, what the grubs are telling you, what they're what they're trying to communicate about the seasons, and
Yeah. Well,
Jimmy Ford.
I'll tell you, the smartest human in the world. It's not some scientist. It's not a doctor. It's sure not some country singer. That's a fact. But I guarantee you, it's a farmer.
Yeah.
It's a farmer. There's no doubt about it. The most
Fix
intelligent
anything,
human being.
knows everything, can just get it done.
Absolutely. I mean, all the old men that I know in my life that are farmers, what they know, the knowledge they have, it's impressive. And
It is.
I love teaching that stuff to my boys, just talking about, what to plant when and what works. And, we've got a whole bunch of different types of tomatoes going, and we're going to see which ones take the best. And, next year you'll say, hey, let's not do this, let's do that. And we've got all kinds of good stuff going on. And, but it's fun, man. It's I think that's one thing.
We got a dog whining for.
Got some
who
wild
knows
animals
what
running
over
around
here.
in here.
It's all right. Got a wild dog there at the ranch, right?
Who is that? Yeah, I mean, ranch without animals is nothing.
Oh, you got to have them. So you were asking me about I wrote a song with the fans. It was kind of one of those things that I just kind of stumbled across. I made some Facebook post.
She wanted to come
Here's,
say hi.
here's the culprit.
She was
Man,
over
what kind of
there
coyote
yelling.
is that? Is that a chupacabra?
You don't have those in Texas?
Boy, that looks like a wild. That thing's wild.
Yeah.
Be careful, that thing. Yeah, we've got a wild one right over here. My lab she's sleeping, and then my wife's whatever that dog is that my wife has. It's a golden doodle, a mini golden doodle. It's about this.
Oh
big.
yeah, our older brother just got one of those.
And I'm telling you, they are the cutest looking dog ever until they get in a swimming pool and they get wet and you realize it's nothing but a big hairy rat. But I made a post and just asking the fans, like, what do you miss the most? And man, it was amazing. And what I loved about a lot of things that I'm seeing right now on social media is usually it's people at each other's throats. And I love how there's been some mercy, some forgiveness, some mercy. Mercy is a great word for it. And understanding and respect for others' opinions. And, it's like, man, I have my beliefs. I'll tell the whole world I love Jesus. I'll never back down from that. And I have political thoughts. I'm not so convicted on those things. Things that I'm convicted on, I'm convicted with things that have to do with my family and my faith. But if someone believes something different than me, it doesn't make me not like them. It's like I like the Dallas Cowboys. I got a buddy that likes the Eagles. I mean, mercy. But you know what? I got buddies that like the New York Yankees. Whatever.
Everyone can't be right.
No. I got buddies that wear skinny jeans, man. And I'm like, I tell them, I wouldn't be caught dead in those. I also tell them, like, what happens if you're wearing those skinny jeans and you're walking out to your car and you drop your keys? How you gonna bend over and pick them things up in those skinny jeans?
You gotta lay down.
You're in trouble. I told him, I said, what you need to do? I said, you need to carry a little hanger with a hook on it, so if you drop your keys, you can... But the thing that amazed me, fellas, was not the thing that amazed me is not how different we are, but at the core of all of us, how much alike we are, how much we share in common at the core of our hearts, and it's like, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I'll tell you right now, if it's politicians are politicians, they're going to say what they want to say to get your vote. And if you play into that game, then play into that game. But it is what it is. But don't hate each other because of some differences. The fact is like we were talking about our veterans. I had someone come up to me and my dad when I was little, and that's back when the Vietnam War was still a really sore topic. And my dad had on his 1st Cavalry Vietnam veteran hat on. And I was little, and they let my dad have it, talking to my dad about the war. And my dad said, well, I was drafted, and it was my patriotic duty to serve my country. And he said, I served my country like all veterans serve their country, so that men and women like you can have these kind of opinions. And man, that's a blessing. A lot of these people that have a lot of these strong opinions, go run your mouth like that in China or in the Middle East and see what happens to you. We're blessed, and we ought to be respectful to each other. And I was just very uplifted to see just how much alike we are. And I used the fans' words to write this song. And it was quite the challenge, but it was cool. I mean, people miss going to church. They miss going to their kids' games. I mean, this is probably a Texas thing, but like there were so many comments of people missing chips and salsa at their favorite Mexican restaurant. Of course, there were also those college boys that were like, bro, I miss going to the gym and getting those gains. And I was like, that's not going to make the song. But I'll sing y'all that song if y'all want to hear it.
We would love that. We would love that.
I haven't
played way to close it out.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, so if I mess it up, I'm sorry. Just consider me keeping it real.
Let's just wing it.
Well, God knows I miss my mama. I miss my daddy too. I miss sitting with my family on a Sunday morning church pew. Yeah, I miss that preacher preaching. I would check the clock and yawn, but I promised to hang on to his every word from now on. I miss watching both my boys playing at their games. Their little sister and her pom-poms yelling out their names. Yeah, I miss the chips and salsa at that Mexican restaurant. How I miss the feeling of freedom to do whatever I want. and it's sure hard to hug. Standing 6 feet apart, I swear it feels more like I'm 1,000 miles from your heart. There's so many things we took for granted way back then, so let's forever change our ways. Treat every stranger like a friend. When the world turns on its open side again. Well, I was at the feed store. I started talking to this old man. He jokingly said, "Son, I'll never drink Corona beer again." And then he smiled, took off his hat, said on a serious note, "I suppose with all this talk of germs and dying, folks might stop picking their nose." Then we both started laughing. He said, "It's gonna be okay. It's time that we slow down, time we take more time to pray. After all, time is a gift as precious as the ones we love. So let's wash our hands of hate and hard words and trust in God above. 'Cause it's sure hard to hug, standing 6 feet apart. I swear it feels more like I'm 1,000 miles from your heart. There's so many things we took for granted way back then, so let's forever change our ways. Treat every stranger like a friend. When the world turns on its open side again. And for me, it's not the money, it's the memories I've lost. I've been gone for too long, and I've paid a heavy cost. Yeah, I'm gonna plant a garden. I wanna watch my children grow, make my music with more meaning, sing with all my heart and soul. And when they cry, let's be the shoulder. Let's forgive just like a child. Don't wanna live behind a mask in fear. Yeah, I sure miss your smile. 'Cause it's sure hard to hug, standing 6 feet apart. I swear it feels more like I'm 1,000 miles from your heart. There's so many things we took for granted way back then, so let's forever change our ways. Treat every stranger like a friend. When the world turns on its open side again. When the world turns on its open side again. Thank you. Thanks to the fans. You know, thanks to the fans for sharing those words with me. And the coolest thing is that we played that on our little Facebook Live. We do a Facebook Live every Wednesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Yeah, Wednesday, 7:30. It's called Watson Wednesday because, you know, just made sense. But we do that every week, and we played that song for the first time on that. And we raised a ton of money for Feeding America. Which was awesome. It was so cool to use the fans' words to raise money, you know, and that's kind of my goal. That was my goal I set at the first of the year was I don't want to focus on personal achievements anymore, record sales or hits. I just really want to focus on making music with more meaning and doing more for others. So that was really a neat thing for us neat opportunity for us. So you guys are amazing. So thank you.
Well, that's awesome. It's definitely an incredible song, and you know, something that's very special having come from the fans. And
yeah,
I just want to highlight another one of the comments here. There's ton of comments that have been just awesome. But Adam Burgess said, Red Bandana album will go down as the soundtrack that got me through this time.
Wow.
So that's pretty special too. You know, music is certainly healing, and, you know, just doing lives and putting out music is something that I think people are really hungry for more now than ever. And we really appreciate you hopping on here with us.
Yeah.
Definitely want to encourage people to go download and stream Red Bandana and your whole catalog.
Add it.
Yeah.
Add it.
And of course, follow Aaron. Go check out his Wednesday night, Watson Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 7:30. What time zone?
Central Standard Time. Texas.
Central. Texas time.
7:30.
I was looking for Texas time.
Central Standard Texas.
Central Texas time.
That's right. You know, and to all you guys as fans, I want to thank your fans for always being so good to me. And I want to encourage all the people out there to, you know, keep your chin up. You know, things are going to get back to normal. They are. It's going to take a little while. And you know, I think, you know, it's sometimes pain and suffering gives you greater appreciation for the good times. And I think that the world's going to be a better place after all of this. And I think the same thing for America. You know, I think I just pray that when things get back to normal, that we're never normal again. I hope that we always treat each other with more kindness and respect. So I just really want everyone to keep their chin up. I know there's some hard times out there, and you know, we're experiencing some of that too. Everyone is, but we're in this together. You know, and I'm not one of those celebrities, you know, saying we're all in the same boat while I'm in my $20 million yacht. So, you know, it's I know what everyone's going through, and my everyone's in my thoughts and prayers. So,
well, amen. Well, the show's not over yet. If you're up for it, we can do a 2-song encore over on Instagram.
Dude, let's do it. I'll get Jake. Come on over here, pretty boy. Notice you're gonna like his dress attire. You guys are gonna like this. Come on, Pumpkin. You know his buddies call him Sweetie. Come on, dude.
Come on, Jake.
You have to get your guitar yet. Here, sit down. Come on.
Jake.
Come on. You know what's ridiculous? Hey, get over here. Come on.
Hey.
Oh, there it is. All right, man.
Let me tell y'all what's ridiculous. On my Facebook and Instagram account, I get nonstop messages for girls asking if they can have his number. And some of them, I mean, the dude is 13, and I swear some of these girls are, you're 14, my bad. He's 14. What do y'all think of this hat?
He's like, come on, Dad.
What do y'all think of this?
It looks good. That's a good look. Yeah.
Little country rebel hat. But I got college girls asking for his number, and I'm like, bro, what in the world? And here's the deal. I'd give his number out, but his mom is like, absolutely not. So okay.
So now he has his own Instagram.
Yeah. Hey, what mama don't know, right?
Yeah.
What mama don't know. He goes.
So we're gonna have Jake jump on and do a song on Instagram or what?
Yeah, let's play we'll play a couple for you on Instagram. So y'all tell us how to do that. Everybody watching, y'all need to follow us.
Yeah.
Follow us, like us.
Yes. Follow Aaron Watson. Tune into Watson Wednesdays. If you guys enjoyed this tonight, first off, thank you for joining us. Definitely hit the share button.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you a penny to hit the share button. And we appreciate you hopping on here, Jake. And I guess Aaron as well. No, I'm just kidding.
Before long, I'm just going to be the guitar tech. Okay. I'm fine with that, though. I already made him sign a deal. Most of the time, it's the manager gets 20% and the artist gets 80%. But he signed a contract where the artist is going to get 20%. And the manager is going to get 80%. So,
and it all goes straight to Mrs. Watson's purse.
Yeah, we're not getting paid anyways, are we? We don't get squat.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Aaron, Jake, you hold tight right there. We'll continue this over on Instagram. And again, thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. And we look forward to doing an encore right now over on Instagram.
Absolutely.
So make sure you guys follow us over there. All right.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
See you, fellas.
See you on
Friday.
Instagram.
See ya.
See you on Insta.